So it looks like TJ Holmes is already shamelessly cheating on Amy Robach. Apparently, every time he and Amy get into a fight, he leaves the house for weeks without speaking to her to go spend time with his side pieces. According to sources, Amy initially thought he was taking some time for himself after these explosive fights to get his thoughts together. Oh baby, but the streets are saying TJ was stepping out on her. But if this is true, are we really that surprised? Because you know how the saying goes, you lose them how you got them.
We have fought for love, and I can say that I've never been happier. I am with my best friend. There were days where I wanted to die, didn't want to get up. I didn't want to see what new headline was going to be out.
Okay, so most of y'all already know by now, TJ and Amy started trending on social media for all the wrong reasons back in November of last year when they were caught having an affair at the workplace. As expected, people were not rocking with this and dragged them for filth. But apart from the public backlash, they both got fired from ABC and lost their jobs as the hosts of Good Morning America. But they actually used this as an opportunity to become a proper couple. A source who spoke to ET said, Amy and TJ are going strong and are committed to exploring their relationship and seeing where it takes them in the future. They haven't been shy with their public affection in the past couple of weeks and seem unfazed by their relationship coming to light. They were seen together a few times and at one point even kissing while vacationing together in Miami. They eventually stopped taunting us with their relationship and went MIA for a while. They were still spotted a few times and even made their red carpet debut as a couple, as well as making their relationship IG official. But they kind of laid low for a while and didn't really do much. That was until just a few weeks ago when they both launched a podcast together to spill the tea about what really happened. They denied ever cheating on their spouses and claimed that they were already in the middle of getting a divorce from their respective partners before they were exposed.
And so, to be clear, we were outed as being in a relationship, but everyone else thought we were being outed as adulterers, being outed as cheating on our spouses, and it wasn't the case, because the odd thing is that the day those pictures were taken and the day that article was released that outed us, we had both at that point were in divorce proceedings.
Yes, we had attorneys, mediators. We were in the middle of divorces. I believe the first day the first picture was taken, unbeknownst to us, was November 10th. And my ex had already moved out of the house 3 months earlier.
Amy also recalled the time she had to do a welfare check on TJ because she was afraid he unalived himself. She claims she started to worry when he began sending her some very cryptic message in the past tense and wouldn't answer any of her calls. She rushed down to his house and found him lying on the floor unconscious and heavily drunk.
You had to do a welfare check, I guess, is the best way to put it.
You sent me a text basically saying, I'm sorry. You were the love of my life. And you just kept saying you were sorry, but you were using past tense in the entire text. But I was so afraid that he had done something. And I started to cry. And my mom looked at me and she was like, you have to go down there right now. You need to go check. And I remember it was the most awful thing, having to touch your body to see if you were warm. I said, baby, tell me you're okay. Tell me you're okay. And you were kind of just making no sense, but I knew you were alive and I knew you were going to be okay.
It's very clear that they created this podcast with the sole purpose of trying to paint themselves out to be the good guys. Like, how do you both cheat on your spouses and then turn around and make a podcast that nobody asked for to victimize yourself? Child, anyways, TJ later had everybody giving him the side eye when he said he usually leaves the house and cuts off all communication with Amy every time they get into a heated argument. He'll just disappear without telling Amy where he's going for days on end and only comes back when he feels like it.
I am really, really bad about this. I don't scream, I don't yell, I don't do anything, I don't name call, I don't get aggressive, nothing. But I will check out. And you're going to have to wait until I get it. I don't need you to say I'm sorry. I don't need you to help me. I have to work through it, and I'm trying to get better at doing it quicker, but it hasn't.
I don't know about y'all, but this is giving major toxic vibes. The crazy part is TJ also said it so confidently, like it wasn't a big deal, meaning this is obviously something he does to Amy a lot. Now, this is where things get real messy, because on the same day that TJ and Amy launched their podcasts, it was revealed that their exes are now dating each other. Yeah, you heard that right. TJ's ex-wife, Marilee, and Amy's ex-husband, Andrew, are now allegedly in a relationship. According to a source who spoke to Page 6, they initially had no interest in each other, but bonded over the trauma from their respective breakups. Another source who spoke to ET spilled some major tea about this very bizarre relationship, and they said Andrew and Marilee's relationship has surprised some close to those involved. But the relationship is not surprising because of the two's close bond as of recent, both leaning on each other in times of need, as well as their shared ideals. The two continue to stay under the radar and enjoy each other's company. Child, this is a hot stinking mess. But do y'all know what's even messier? According to some sources close to both TJ and Amy, every time TJ would leave the house after getting into a fight with Amy, he would allegedly occupy himself by cheating on her with other women. This is also reportedly why they aren't spending Christmas together this year. TJ actually spent Christmas this year with his kids, and so did Amy. They're trying to make it look like they only took time apart to spend with their kids. But the real reason is because TJ has been in them streets, swinging his wood around at any woman he sets his eyes on. Now, I don't mean to be shady, but I'm a bit confused as to why Amy is surprised about TJ cheating on her. The only reason they're together right now is because he cheated on his wife to be with her. She's delusional if she thinks he ain't gonna do the same thing to her at some point in their relationship. And let's not forget about how he was exposed for sleeping with some of the interns that worked at ABC. In fact, he was put on blast in January for sleeping with an intern named Jasmine Petaway, who was 13 years younger than him. According to a source from ABC, it was Jasmine's first real job in television, and it was a big deal for her. She was looking for a mentor, and she reached out to several people. TJ was someone who was responsive, but he absolutely the position of trust. I'm honestly out of words at this point, y'all. It looks like Amy might have destroyed her family and her career just to be stuck with a serial cheater. She better buckle up, cause baby, she's in for a very rough ride with TJ. Now, as usual, people had a whole lot to say about this mess. Like this person who said, "What goes around definitely comes around. The way you get them can be the same way you lose them." Amy didn't know. She knew they cheated to be together. Karma just hit her up, just saying. Another person said, TJ's check out silent treatment is a classic narcissist manipulation tactic to punish their intimate partners. Amy deserves all the hell that man is gonna give her. Karma is real. But now I wanna know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Amy going off on TJ for cheating on her? And do y'all think she deserves it because of how she got him? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.